Good morning, student. Myself, Miss Rathi Amruta, MSc in Organic Chemistry. Today, I will teach you TYBS's Physical Chemistry, chapter number 3, name as Investigation of Molecular Structure. So, in this chapter, we will see different methods of investigation for determining or for find molecular structure. Firstly, X-ray used to find out the structure of molecule, but to determine spatial arrangement of atoms in a molecule and their interatomic distance, we need to find out other methods. There are two factors which are mainly used in finding the structure of molecules. First is the actual size of molecule, and second is the arrangement of the atoms in a molecule. First, actual size. Second, arrangement of atoms in a molecule, their bond nature, and the strength of molecule. So many various physical methods are found out. So we will see one by one. So molar refraction and molecular structure. The first is the first method is refraction. We have already seen when light passes through rarer to denser medium, the incident angle upon refracted angle equal to constant, and this constant is known as n, or n is refractive index of medium. Rare to denser medium means air to water, and this is very popular law named as Snell's law. Okay, so sin I upon sin R equal to constant, and this constant is n, known as Snell's law. But so this is first method. Then second method is specific refractivity. After finding this law, we have seen n varies with temperature as well as wavelength of the light used. So we have to eliminate this factor. So we have find out specific refractivity. So the formula is n square minus 1 upon n square plus 2, 1 by d equal to Rs. Rs is a specific refraction of substance, and it is independent of temperature. D is density equal to mass upon volume, and N is refractive index of medium. So now third method is molar refraction. So how to find out molar refraction? We already seen the formula specific refractivity. So in this formula we just have to multiply both sides by molecular weight. So first we have formula n square minus 1 upon n square plus 2, 1 upon d equal to Rs. Rs will be specific refraction of substance, but we multiply both sides by molecular weight. So we get n square minus 1 upon n square plus 2 m upon d, Rs equal to m into m. So Rs into m equal to Rm. It is a molar refraction, and Rs will be specific refraction. Vm is volume. So density equal to mass upon volume. So volume will be mass upon density, right? So put this value in equation 1. We'll get Rm equal to n square minus 1 upon n square plus 2 into Vm, and Vm is our volume. N is sin I upon sin R. They both are dimensionless quantity, so n will be dimensionless. Rm, molar refraction, it has a unit of volume, so Rm is directly proportional to Vm. Vm is volume. So our unit of Rm will be ml per mole. Okay. So we have seen already three methods. First is refraction, second specific refractivity, and third is molar refraction. So this molar refraction is a the molar refraction is a partly additive and partly constitutive property. So we'll explain what is additive property and what is constitutive property. So when molar refractions of successive members of homologous series are measured, the increase in the value of Rm of each addition of CH2 group is found to be same. We'll see very basic example. Let's see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So after one number, again second number, this is series, and after one number again another number is coming. So difference between two numbers is in this plus 2 and plus 2. So after addition only plus 2 increase, after addition only it is increased by plus 2. So it is additive property. The increase in the value of Rm of each addition of CH2 group is found to be same. We will add same amount of CH2 in every group. This is additive property. We will take a numerical, then we will understand. Then constitutive property. What is constitutive? In atom, if we'll take methyl alcohol. So there are three different elements. First is methyl alcohol. Okay. First is carbon, then hydrogen, and then oxygen. So these are their constituent atom. Every constituent atom of the molecule has contribution to the molar refraction. These three atoms we will take in account in calculating molar refraction. So this is constitutive property. Now we will take one example. We will understand better. Okay. I guess it's visible. Okay. So the problem is, or numerical is, calculate the molar refraction of acetone from refractive index and refraction equivalent of its constituent atoms. We have to calculate refractive index and refraction equivalent of its constituent atom. Means in this we have to calculate molar refraction. And the given things are refractive index of acetone, density of acetone, molecular weight of acetone, refraction equivalent for carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. So firstly, acetone structure is CH3, C double bond O, CH3. Okay. Calculate the constituent atom. C is 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Hydrogen is 6 times, 3 and 3, 6. And oxygen is 1 times. This will be okay. This will be useful in calculating molar refraction. So first we have to calculate molar refraction. Then we have to use in additive property. So what is things given, we will see. Okay. Rm formula is N square